Hi, Year 12 Further Maths. I just had a question from the 2019 SAC, SAC 1, Part 2, Section A. So I'll just go through it if you're interested. It's about symmetrical distributions. First question, 14, just said draw the distribution. In the information it said the mean is 25.4, one standard deviation is 3.6. So yes, you can put all these values in, across there, and don't forget to give it a title as well. Otherwise you'll lose a mark. Excellent. Next question, 15. Said, find out the percentage of people who have an age greater than 25.4 years. I think the question was the age of their first marriage. So 25.4 is a mean. So remember, the mean is a halfway point. Because it's symmetrical, means it's 50% below and 50% above that value. So the answer is simple. 50% of the women got married above 25.4 because it's a symmetrical distribution. So that was an easy question. 50 below, 50 above. Excellent. Let's move on to the next one. Question 16. It said, this one's a tricky question. Make sure you know how to do these type of questions. What percentage got married between 29 and 36.2 years old? Alright, so we've got our symmetrical distribution again. Our mean is 25.4. Now, we need to know where these values are. So if we go up one standard deviation, we get to 29, which is that value. Go up another one, we're not there yet, and the third one, we're at 36.2. So this is for 3 standard deviations above the mean. This value here is 1 standard deviation above the mean. So we have to use a combination of the 3 different rules. So if you remember, what we're actually trying to do, it says what percentage got married between here and here. So we're actually trying to find what percentage is in that region there. Does that make sense? So the first thing we can do is I've got down here 1 standard deviation either side of the mean is 68% from our rules that we're given. So therefore, this section here is 34%. I just had that written up there before to remind me. So that's 34% is in that section alone. Okay, so then what I've done is I've worked out for 3 standard deviations. You work out from the third rule, half of that is 49.85. So 49.85% is from there to there, is that whole amount from there to there. Okay, so now to find that middle bit there, we just go 49.85, subtract 34%, and we should get 15.85%. So that region that it's shaded in is 15.85%. There are other ways to work it out as well. That's fine, you can work it out whichever way you want. I don't really care, but that's just one method to do it. All good? And the last one said, there are 2,500 women. How many got married below 21.8 years of age? So again, we draw a new symmetrical distribution. Our mean is at 25.4. If we go 1 standard deviation below, we get to our value of 21.8, which is there. Remember the rule for that? 68% are in that whole region, so therefore 34% are just in that half region there. But the question said, how many got married below that? So what we want is this region here, below that. So we know 50% are from the middle down to the end, and that bit there is 34%. So we can work out this shaded region by 50% minus 34% is 16%. So therefore, there must be 16% got married below the age of 21.8 years. So that's the first bit of the question, but it said how many women? There are 2,500 women, so you just have to work out 16% of 2,500. Back to Year 7 Maths, and you get 400 women. Answer it in words. 400 women first got married below the age of 21.8 years. Excellent. Good job, guys. Keep on doing lots of revision. And remember, like I said, if you do a search on MLink, I think Mary Rhodes and Alan Sutton both have videos where they've talked over slides or whatever. Maybe check out Mr. Sutton's first. And make sure you talk to each other as well. So you can have the live chats. And yeah, it should all be good. See you soon. Bye.